Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Ada. So in this channel, I bring you beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So in this episode, I'm giving you tips on how to reduce the thickness of your thighs, how to reduce cellulites and stretch marks, okay? So if you are someone who is having issues with that, stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed to me, please subscribe so you can get all of these tips plus other tips that I have on self-care, okay? So without further ado, let's get talking. So ladies, some of us have thick thighs and we get cellulites and stretch marks, okay? Stretch marks and cellulite are hereditary, okay? So for some of us, whether you like it or not, you're gonna get them, whether you're thick or not. You know, some people get, especially stretch marks, you get them even when you're skinny because you're just prone to them, right? So, but for us ladies that have thicker thighs, and we tend to get cellulites as well. And cellulite is associated really with fat and fat deposits. So if you have less fat in your body, then you don't really have to worry about it. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on what works for me, what I think brought on the cellulites for me and makes it worse. So this is based on my experience, okay? So like when I was younger, like when I was a teenager and early adult, I used to work with ladies that, you know, that complained about their thick thighs. And at that time, being a really skinny teenager, I really didn't understand what they were talking about. I was like, I got skinny thighs, so I probably would never have to worry about that. But you know, the years went by, I had a few kids, and now I'm looking at my thighs like, oh, so that's what those ladies were talking about, huh? Yeah, this doesn't look good, you know? So ladies, I am here to share with you how I manage my thick thighs so that I can still be confident and not be self-conscious of them and, you know, be able to wear what I want to wear. All right? So here are the tips, okay? Tip number one. You know, prevention is better than cure, right? So if we can prevent the thickening of the thighs in the first place, granted it may be hereditary, but it is also associated with too much fat in your body. So if we can reduce the amount of fat intake, then we are kind of on our way to reducing the thickness of the thighs, right? So reducing the fat intake, like a lot of, you know, foods that are high in fat content, like beef is really high in fat content. So if we can reduce the amount of beef we eat, that could help. And other foods that have a lot of fat in them, if we can eat less of those and eat more vegetables and fruits, then we are on our way to reducing our cellulite problem, right? And another way to reduce the cellulite problem, because I've noticed that helps me when I gain weight or I eat foods that are high in fat and I gain weight, it seems like that weight gain goes down to my thighs and I can literally see the fat deposits in my thighs, as opposed to when I'm eating more fruits and vegetables, I see that my legs are a lot skinnier and smoother. These are all based on what I've noticed on my body, okay? So yes, so I do associate it with what I eat and fat deposits. So another thing that you can do is exercise. I have noticed as well that when I do exercise, the lumpiness on my legs reduce, the thickness of my thighs reduce. And exercises I'm talking about are like squats and lunges, okay? If you do a lot of squats and lunges, your legs will look smoother and thinner, all right? Let me show you an example of how to do squats and lunges, okay? Here we go. So this is how you do squats, all right? Let me go over here. So you stand like this, and then you want to lower all the way, almost all the way till your butt touches the ground, and then you come up like that, all the way up. And lunges, that's squats, okay? And lunges are these ones that you do like this. With, you know, you just bring your knee to the ground like that and up. and up. Those are lunges. Or you can do them like this, or you can do walking lunges like this. These are walking lunges, okay? And you keep going, right? So you can do those, and you can also check out my health and fitness channel where I do lunges and squats. All right, so you do those regularly, your thighs will start to slim. Okay, all right, so check out my health and fitness channel, Ada's World of Fitness, and you will see some of my exercise videos there. Okay, all right, I have exercises on different parts of the body. Okay, all right, let's go. And one more thing that I heard works, I haven't tried it, I am going to try it, but I heard that if you rub, or if you mix coffee grounds with water and just rub it on your thighs, it helps smoothen out the cellulites. Okay, so you can try that. I am going to try it as well and see if it works. All right, so, and I will let you guys know if it does work, but any of these things, you got to do it consistently. It's not just do it one time and expect miracles, it doesn't work that way, I know miracles do happen, but it's, a lot of times you got to work on stuff before you can expect a miracle. All right, so that's it for cellulites. Now let's talk about stretch marks. So stretch marks, I started having stretch marks, or I noticed having stretch marks as a teenager. And I had them around, like I didn't really have them everywhere. I just had them on my buttocks. And I was a very skinny teenager. So that goes to show you that cellulites are genetic. It really doesn't have to do too much with your size, right? But of course, the more weight you gain, then the worse your stretch mark gets, or the tendency of getting stretch marks is higher too. So, but as a skinny teenager, I had stretch marks. So I knew that I was genetically predisposed to getting stretch marks. So at an early age, I knew that I had to take care of my skin in order to not be all stretched out everywhere, right? And I didn't like the look of stretch marks. They looked ugly to me. So I wanted to make sure that I did not have them all over my body. So when I was, ready to bear kids, getting pregnant and all that, I heard that cocoa butter works for stretch marks. So I developed a habit of just being extremely generous with cocoa butter usage, just rubbing it all over my stomach, my buttocks, my thighs, everywhere that I thought I might get stretch marks, because, when you're pregnant, your stomach stretches, and they're called stretch marks. So when your body stretches, as in when you either gain weight, or if you're pregnant and something is growing in your stomach, your body is stretching. And, when you're pregnant, your body is not only stretching on your stomach, it's stretching everywhere else too. So I knew that there was a tendency that I would probably get stretch marks all over my body if I don't use something. So I heard cocoa butter works. So I went crazy with cocoa butter. I would just apply it all over my skin, all over the place. And I don't have stretch marks anywhere other than where I had them initially as a teenager. So I believe that it was because of my overuse of cocoa butter cream. I believe that. I truly believe that. And I don't have any stretch marks on my stomach. And if you guys are doubting me, check out my health and fitness channel where I, just wear my tank tops to exercise and my exercise clothes that show my stomach. You can check that channel out and watch me there, and you will see that I do not have any stretch marks on my stomach or anywhere else on my body. All right, so that's what I feel that works, and also it's not just cocoa butter. You can use any cream that is a moisturizer. The key is to keep your skin moisturized. It has to stay moisturized. It has to stay moist. Okay, guys, so as I was saying, prevention is better than cure, right? We have to treat our skin well. We have to treat it as if it's like a plant that we planted, right? You know how you plant a tree, you have to water it for it to grow and for it not to die. If you don't water it, it's gonna dry up and it's gonna die. The same thing applies with our skin. If you don't water the skin from the inside, it's gonna dry up, and when it cracks, it's gonna crack badly. It's gonna look bad, all right? And you gotta moisturize it from the outside. So you drink plenty of fluids to hydrate and keep the skin from being dry, you know, and then you apply the topical creams to keep it moisturized on the outside as well. You know, you can use the cream of your choice. You know, it doesn't have to be cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is not the only cream that works for stretch marks or to keep your skin moist, because the key is to keep your skin moisturized. So whatever cream that you use that you believe lasts long for moisturizing, use it. CeraVe works, Jergens work, cocoa butter works. A lot of you know, moisturizing creams work. So the key is stay moisturized, okay? Keep your skin hydrated. And then when it cracks, it won't crack too much, right? And eat right. Try to stay within a certain weight range. Don't fluctuate too much. Because when your weight starts to fluctuate, that's when you start stretching and all of that, right? So mind what you eat, watch what you eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, eat less fatty foods, eat less red meat, and that is the key to a nice skin, y'all. All right, so thanks for watching. I hope this was very helpful to you, and if it is, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you can get more tips like this. All right, okay, I will see you in my next episode. Bye-bye.